For example, this very bullish looking, very green candle here is actually a red raindrop. Right. And if you pay attention to this type of difference in, what different types of chart types print, this feature makes it very easy for you to do that. And raindrops are one of the best asset classes to use this particular technique with.
This is the How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast, brought to you by 10MinuteStockTrader.com, where we cover finance, stocks, options, entrepreneurship, education, and money. And here's your host, voted one of the top 100 people in finance, Christopher Uhl. Hey there, traders. Welcome back to today's How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast. Today, we have a special lesson for you. I'm putting it here on the podcast because I really believe that this is going to provide you massive, massive value. And that's what I'm trying to do here. And hey, listen, if this podcast was useful to you at all, I really highly suggest that you go check out the full trading course at AIStockTradingSystem.com. That's AIStockTradingSystem.com. Hey, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified every time we give you more tools, tips, and tricks to help you trade faster and trade smarter every single week.
Hello, everybody. Dan here with TrendSpider, and I'm very excited to be making this video because this is to announce a new capability in our platform that many of you have asked us for over the last few months, few years even. It's something that I want myself for my own personal trading, and it's something that I think is done in a very interesting and unique way, the TrendSpider way, where it will give you some additional edge beyond the traditional way in which this is used. So the feature I'm going to show you today that was just released earlier today is a two-part capability. It allows you to have a way to measure relative strength and other cross symbol things. So how an asset is doing against an index or another asset, right? And it also gives you a way to identify divergence between raindrops and traditional candles, or divergence between various chart types, right? So I'm going to go in reverse and show you that last part first, and then show you the cross symbol functionality after that, because the cross symbol stuff is definitely a little bit more in depth. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the three dots next to the indicators button in your toolbar. And in the indicator manager, I'm going to type the word compare and select the compare. It'll probably say compare price by the time you watch this video, right? But I'm going to select the compare indicator here. And I'm going to simply change this from candles to raindrops and leave symbol blank. I'll show you what the symbol thing is for in just a moment. And what this will do is it will plot a raindrop chart on my candlestick chart, right? And this allows me to quickly look and see where there are differences, right? And even plot a vertical line where there are. For example, this is a blue raindrop, but this is a green candle. You have the same thing happen here again, and if you continue on through this, you'll see many other instances where these don't agree. For example, this very bullish looking, very green candle here is actually a red raindrop, right? And if you pay attention to this type of difference in, what different types of chart types print, this feature makes it very easy for you to do that. And raindrops are one of the best asset classes to use this particular technique with. So we're very pleased and excited to make this easy so that you can do this on your own in a split second in the same way that you would look at an RSI or a MACD or any other lower indicator. You can now look at, different types of candle charts as well. So that's how it works on a individual symbol, right? It gives you the ability to view other versions of that same chart without flipping through different charts and without giving up significant amounts of chart real estate. This feature also works on a cross symbol basis. And this is where it gets really, really exciting in my personal opinion, which is why I saved this part of it for last. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do a few things here, but what we're going to do first is we're going to click the three dots on this new compare indicator we've created down here. We're going to switch this to a line chart, and we're going to type SPY here, right, for the spider, for the S&P 500 spider ETF, right? And here we can see that this bottom price shows the relative strength or price movement on a closing basis as a line chart of SPY, but the chart above is a CONE chart, right? And this is the only chart in the NASDAQ, or one of the only charts in the NASDAQ Financial 100 that had a good day relative to SPY. So this is how I use this. Or would love to use this and plan to use this, since I actually have only been able to start playing with it in the last few days. This is hot off the development press right now, as I'm making this video for you guys. So this is great, because on a down day like today, where the market was not behaving well, I can look at any watch list and say what assets did well, and you can clearly see that as SPY is selling off, right? CAA or CACC here, right? Cone, MKTX, some of these names actually did all right, right, in comparison to the market. So, one has to wonder what these assets will do when the market is strong again, maybe on Monday or whenever, or in a few days, or whenever the market decides to catch a bid, right? And this gives you a very nice way to see that on a chart, see how that correlation is. I mean, on this asset, it's almost like as SPY was selling off, rounding down, right, this was popping off, right? And that's something worth noting. So that's one way to use this, is to get relative strength charts on your screen without giving up half your screen for them. You can also do the same relative strength charts, but they don't have to be a line chart. So you can have bars, you can have candles, right? If you want to see the SPY candles versus the assets candles, you can do that. You can even have SPY raindrops versus the assets candles, right? Whatever combination you can dream up, you can generate using this handy new indicator that we've created for you guys. Excuse me. So I hope you guys like this feature and find it useful. It was designed with traders in mind to give you flexibility and control over how you visualize relative strength, what asset you compare it against, and so forth. I do want to highlight this is not the only thing I have to show you, though. There is more, and what I have to show you next is pretty cool in my opinion. It's new. I haven't seen this in any other platform, so I'm interested to see how you guys in the trading world find use in it, how you guys use it. I'm going to be exploring it myself as a trader for the first time as well. And it's pretty cool. It's the ability to pull any lower indicator from any other symbol onto whatever chart you're looking at here. Right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove my relative strength subchart, and I'm going to add RSI to my chart. But I'm going to tell it to be the RSI for SPY, not the asset that I'm looking at. And then I'll add the compare thing underneath it also for SPY, so we can at least see what that RSI is being built off of. So this is MKTX's chart, right? This is the RSI for SPY. If I like, I can add the RSI for the asset I'm looking at here as well, and look for how these may vary from one another, right? Whoops. So this is the ability to pull any lower indicator from any other symbol onto the chart and have it static there, almost like you're using SPY's relative strength as a comparison indicator of its own. Again, this is a new capability. We're not actually sure how traders will use this. I'm very interested in exploring it myself, but we don't pretend to be experts in it because it is something new that the TrendSpider platform's flexibility allows for. So we made it possible, but we still also have to learn how to use it, and we'd love to learn from you guys as you explore this capability as well. It is very much in line with our goal of building very flexible, very customizable software that can pretty much do anything a trader could ever dream up. And we hope that we're accomplishing that goal for you guys. If you use TrendSpider, everything I just showed you is in your account, no matter what plan you're on. These features were released system-wide to all customers. If you don't have TrendSpider, definitely take us up on a 7-day free trial. Give it a whirl. Let us know what you think. Play with this. But keep in mind that there is so much more to TrendSpider than just this particular new feature. We've got a half dozen new features planned to be announced in the coming weeks. So thank you again for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay, so what'd you think? That was pretty incredible, right? Now, if you like that, that's only a taste, only a sample of what you're going to find in the full AI stock trading system. And I really highly encourage you to go and check this out. Obviously, you are interested in learning and how to trade, and that's why you're listening to this podcast. Now, I'm going to take and download my entire trading system that I use day in and day out onto you. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is over at the AIStockTradingSystem.com. You're going to get phase 1, 2, and 3, several bonuses, and on top of that, I'm going to walk you through over a dozen trades that I put on inside of my account, holding your hand and showing you exactly how I got in, how I got out, how I use the artificial intelligence data, and how this could work inside of your own trading portfolio on a daily basis. So make sure you head on over to AIStockTradingSystem.com. That's AIStockTradingSystem.com to learn more and to get started and to download my decade plus worth of trading experience into your hands so you can start using the AI stock trading system today, the 5-step system to take the guesswork out of trading. Hey, if you like this video, let me know by leaving me a like below, and then subscribe and share it with somebody you think could use it as well. Be sure to comment below with your biggest takeaway from this episode and any suggestions you have for future episodes. And finally, make sure you watch these other videos to help you trade faster and trade smarter, and I'll see you on the next episode.